Man, this. Look at this. Look at this. This rapscallion. One of the dumbest. Is he even a human? Just the Dusty. Does the D stand for? I don't even like saying this dude. I don't even like. I don't even like having this Luciferian worthless mother on. I don't even like having his picture on my screen. I don't even like having his picture in the thumbnail. This does the D in Keefe D stand for Dusty, dummy? I'm 1 minute in. I can't use certain foul language yet. This world's dumbest. Suge wearing it. Are those Adidas? Since when do Adidas have that many stripes? Are those British Walkers? What shoes is Suge wearing? That's more important than this. This mother. What's he looking up to? What was he looking up to, Puffy? I can't even look at that motherfucker's face. I don't even like having his picture. Oh, we are in August of 2026, and the Tupac Shakur trial for his taking off this earth is soon to begin. I believe the week of August 3rd or August 10th is when they're doing the jury selection, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe the trial should start around August 17th. I did see something what there it will be like on TV. There will be cameras in the courtroom. I don't care to watch it. Um, this video is about the idiot Keefe D, little Keefe D. This idiot on numerous occasions speaks to them people and says, "Yeah, we did it. We was right there. We did it like this. We shot at Tupac and Suge, and we did it. And my nephew did it, and some dude with a meaty arm did it. Great. He wrote a book about it. He went on Art of Dialogue and said it. He went on Camp Capone and said it. He went on Vlad TV, The Colonizer, and said he went everywhere telling the world we deleted a human being. Does he not realize there's no statute of limitation on a murking? Does he not know that? So now this idiot, they go and arrest him, and now he does an interview, which I'm not even gonna play. I don't want to even hear this motherfucker's voice. And in the interview, basically, a little white woman who OJ used to finger, she says, "So, Keefe D, Keefe Dusty. So, did you delete Tupac? No, 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 no. So why did you say that in every interview and say it in a book? And why did you let everyone know this for 15 years? Oh, it was just entertainment purposes. I was trying to feed my family. You went around boasting and bragging on this in front of everybody's camera. Now you're shedding tears, crying that you're in custody. Now you're about to be on trial. So why did you think it was entertaining then, but you're crying now? You're going around saying you took the life of somebody, and you thought that was appropriate. And then when they come and arrest you for it, you're now saying, "I don't know how I'm being arrested for it. Why are they doing this to me?" You went around. This is the dumbest nigga in the world. Keefe D like bussy. I know he been out with Magic Johnson's son, Tamsberger. Magic Johnson's son is 6'7" in Jimmy Choo shoes. This is the world you're living in. I don't live in this world. I'm about to move to another planet. I heard they got certain things on Mars or whatever. But hit the like button, man. This idiot does an interview, and okay, did you delete Tupac? No, no, no. I don't know. So why'd you say it in a book and interviews? It was entertainment to feed my family. It's pretty pathetic when you have to quote unquote lie about deleting someone very famous to feed your family. You couldn't work at Burger King. You couldn't. You're from LA. You couldn't get a job at Tams. You couldn't work at You couldn't sweep the floor at Dr. Dre's studio. No, no, no. You had to lie about deleting a human being who's the most famous, greatest rapper of all time. So Keefe D, the lady says, so why are you in this position? I don't know. I mean, that night when Tupac got clapped, I wasn't even in Las Vegas. Now he wasn't in Las Vegas. He wasn't in Nevada. Yet in the book and in every interview, you describe being in Las Vegas the night of the Tyson fight in Nevada. You meeting up with your nephew, and you got your firearm or what have you, rolling around and where you found Tupac and how you found him and clapping him and how you got off. You gave this whole intricate story. No, 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 it was entertainment. I ain't mean it. Reggie Wright did it. See, Suge Knight, that's who I am. And I'm finna tell it. See, Reggie Wright, Tupac fired your ass. And then you fired back. You cannot listen to Suge Knight. He's not credible. Why? Because Suge Knight is a liar. Not because I said he is. Because Suge Knight's the same way as Keefe D. Suge Knight, 1 minute this person did this. Suge Knight changes his story every interview. In the last year, Suge Knight's in Art of Dialogue saying Snoop Dogg deleted Tupac. He said this. So 1 minute, Suge Knight says Keefe D did it. Then the next minute, I don't solve cases. Then the next minute, I don't know who did it. Then the next minute, Snoop Dogg did it. Then the next minute, Dr. Dre did it. Then the next minute, Lil Bow Wow did it. Then the next minute, Gary Coleman did it. Gary Coleman had to get into a booster seat in the car to do it, but he did it. Like, Suge Knight is not credible. Reggie Wright Jr. has been subpoenaed to be at the trial, and Reggie Wright says he can't wait to get up there and talk. I bet you can't. You're police. Police can't wait to talk to other police. Is this a Vlad interview? But speaking of people who do Vlad, Reggie Wright Jr.'s. I need to get a Reggie Wright Jr. interview on this channel. That might be comical. You know, but look, I don't give a damn, man. To me, Reggie Wright, that was people scared of Suge Knight. Reggie Wright was the real mob boss. So if you listen to Reggie Wright, certain things he said, and Reggie Wright is someone. Reggie Wright is someone he speaks so much that he slips up and says things that he don't remember he said. Reggie Wright is the scariest person in the music business. When he sits up in that chair and he gets serious, that is just Reggie Wright is the real mob boss of Death Row. He's the real Suge Knight. Suge Knight was just a football player with a bad shoulder. Reggie Wright was really calling the shots behind the scenes. Reggie Wright probably. Man, you think Reggie Wright fingered Michelet? Hey Reggie, how you doing, Reggie? This Keefe D idiot is in an interview. He even in the interview says, "I helped put on Death Row. I helped Death Row." Why? He in the interview he started saying basically, "I was a part of Death Row. Why would I kill our best artist?" So now Keefe D is claiming he was a member of Death Row Records and Tupac was his artist. Why would I delete him? He's going this far to. So now Keefe Davis, Keefe D, Keefe Dusty is now claiming to be a member of Death Row Records in '96. He said this. Let me take it here. What is this? New hip hop. They let me just read the article. A jury trial for the murking of Tupac Shakur is set to begin in a little over a week as of this writing, with Dwayne Keefe Dusty Davis at the center of the controversy. Dwayne Davis recently got a major blow, like Cassie at Diddy Party. A major blow just took place in his murking trial, as the court will admit his 2008 interview with police about Tupac's passing as evidence. You know, the interview where he describes doing it. Wasn't that an LO song? Doing it well, doing it. Go against me, I hurt your feelings. Stones in my cross the size of your earrings. Confidence level is high, oh, you can't tell? I'm licking my lips at your bitch like I'm LL. Classic 50 Cent. Y'all, you people don't know that song. 50 Cent, great artist, piece of trash human. Keefe D, in his interview with Vanessa Murphy, who I was referencing earlier, he said, "I didn't do nothing." When it comes to Tupac's clapping on that fateful night in September of '96, he said, "I didn't do nothing. I'm 63. I don't give if he was 3. I'm 63. I had a cancer battle, and I got 3 stents in my heart." Well, he had. I'm sorry. You complain about having 3 stents. You gave this man how many bullets? You and your team. Even if he didn't pull the trigger, he was there and part of it. He's guilty by association. He didn't stop it. He was all for it. He said he passed the gun to the shooter. You complaining about having 3 stents in your heart to someone who had bullet wounds that took his life? This dusty mother. This idiot says the average American lives like 74 years old. 10 years from now, I'm dead. Can't come sooner. If someone deserved it, it's him. So why would I take a deal? I heard it was like 10, 25. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take a deal like that, especially after I haven't done it. I'm an innocent man. No, you're not. No, you were involved in this. You were gleeful. You were joyful. If the car was on the other side, you would have clapped out the window. Did he pull the trigger? No, but he was with it. He organized it and he passed the gun. These are his words. He didn't stop it. He said after they did it, they pulled away, got some liquor or alcohol, and was popping bottles celebrating like they won the Super Bowl. This motherfucker thought he was Terrell Davis, giving me a headache, giving me a migraine. Davis denied this is the most disgusting part of this interview. He denied even being in the state of Nevada the night it happened. So for 20 years, you kept saying, I did it. We was there. We was there. Now all of a sudden, the last week, we weren't even in the state of Nevada. In the last week, I love Tupac. I helped fund Death Row. Oh, so you were in the office with you were in the back office with Papa G, making up marketing plans? Did he finger Michelet? Does Daz know? Why did Daz have a perm on Art of Dialogue? He ain't sugar free. Hit the like button. Follow me on Instagram at XDN Online. He says, I was just after the money. And they said I was covered. Okay. Keefe Davis is a drug pusher. He's a known gang member. And you're so dumb you believe the police? This is why you don't talk to police. But first of all, police are useless in America. I don't know about any other. They're useless. They're useless in any situation. They're useless. You got a dumbass, noisy neighbor. They're useless. A murking happened. They're useless. In any situation, and you sat down with the useless police, and they told you, Keefe, whatever you say, it won't ever be used against you, and you believe the police. You're supposed to be from the streets, and you believe when Greg Kading said, Keefe, we won't use this against you. No, you just speak freely, and after this, we can go to Tam's Burger again. Ain't that where they set up Suge? Wasn't it like or something like that? Whatever. But he says his previous confessions to the murking were just a financial ploy. It was the ghostwriters who wrote all these details in the book. He blamed ghostwriters. And the lady with Vlad gave me 150,000. And they wrote me a script. So he's saying Vlad TV and some lady who worked with him, they gave him a script to follow in his Vlad interviews. First of all, Vlad is not paying $150,000. I highly doubt Vlad paid you $150,000. And even if he did, you sold your soul for $150,000. Negroes will sign to a label for $1.5 million. You sold your soul for $150,000 before taxes. Niggas is dumb. If you get away with something, why would you write a book saying, no, I did that? If you did something, if you're a part of something, if you get away with it, why would you write a book saying, no, we did it? Why would you go on camera doing multiple interviews saying, you need the money that bad? In the book, and if I'm not mistaken, in the book, I think he lied in the book and said, Tupac pulled out on us first, to make it seem like it's self-defense, which did not happen. This is why it's best. This is why you don't join a gang. This is why in life it's best to be a loner. Stay by yourself. Be by yourself. Be around people who are building and destroying. And if you understand knowledge of self, when I say destroying, you know what I really mean by destroying. Not destructive people, people who destroy, people who build and destroy. Not destructive people. There's a difference. Keefe D's a cautionary tale to stupidity. My lawyer came up with the script. Now he's claiming everything in the interviews, it was a script that he was given. So you're a puppet. He had the nerve to say, he claimed that he helped Suge Knight start Death Row. And why would I want to take out our big? So now he's saying he was a part of Death Row. Why would I take out our biggest artist? This is. And they're going to use his book as evidence and his interviews as evidence. Oh God, that idiot Cash Jones, another officer. This is the rest of Solo Tupac Shakur. Free Suge Knight. Suge Knight been there long enough. That Terry Carter incident was a horrible thing, but that it's not what it appears to be. Suge Knight was set up for that situation to go a certain way. If you know, you know. Reggie Wright will tell you that. But this is one big circus, and guess what? The circus has just begun. When this trial begins, all the nonsense. Last year was the Diddy trial. This year, you're getting the Keefe D Tupac murder trial and the Little Durk. I don't know what's a bigger circus, this one or the Lil Durk one. I don't know how there's no way either one of these two is getting out of this. There is no way either one of them is getting out of this one. Okay, they let young Thugger, they let that cross dressing fool, they let him go after he agreed to a slave deal. It's funny when the little young Thugger guy, when they let him go, he had all these conditions. You can't be around gang members. You can't smoke. You can't break the law. It's funny how they never told him you can't cross dress. You can't promote that rainbow agenda. They didn't tell him that. You can't promote gang banging. You can't promote smoking. But they didn't mention you can't promote that LG butter sauce BT. You can't. They didn't tell him not to promote that. That's funny. You can't have violent lyrics. So they can dictate your lyrics, but they didn't tell him to stop pushing that demonic rainbow agenda. They didn't tell him that. And well, actually, the Young Thugger trial that was like, wasn't that like 2 years ago? Whatever. Last year was the Diddy trial and things. And this month of August, I just made a video about Suge Knight's new book. Apparently, I don't know. There's some confusion. I thought Suge Knight's book was August 3rd. Now I'm seeing it's August 4th. Then on Amazon it said it's December 8th. I don't know what the hell's going on. So I got to get on that again. But or whatever the case. And I'm hearing Puffy's going to a halfway house shortly. So this month of August in the world of rap, because it's not hip hop no more. This is a wild month, and good lord, it never ends. 50 Cent is putting out a documentary on T.I. and Tiny, but he wants to sue you if you put him in a documentary. When BET did the Murder Inc. Documentary, oh BET, y'all better not put me in it or I'm gonna sue you for using my image. I'm sorry, it's not against the law to use someone's image. If they license an image from Getty or whoever, that's not illegal. It's not from your personal photography. But once again, most people you don't know it. You listen to anything 50 Cent says, which is amazing to me. 50 Cent to you people, he's Malcolm X to a lot of you people. I will never get it. You made many men, and you just hypnotized society to never question. Everyone gets questioned except 50 Cent and Eminem and Kendrick Lamar. Oh, they're the three ones who never did nothing funny behind the scenes. Okay. You get pushed that hard, but they didn't have to do nothing funny behind the scenes. Okay. Anyway, this fool Keefe D is a goddamn idiot. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. It never ends. It never ends. You know, before I get up out of here, there was an interview, and I don't know how legitimate it was, but I want to say years ago, years and years ago, I believe there was an individual from the Blue Rag side. I believe his name was Dirt Rock, and he was affiliated with, I believe, the Keefe D camp. And he gave some interview which I think got wiped off the internet. I remember watching it on YouTube or somewhere. I think it's gone. It might still be on YouTube. I don't know. But he gave an interview, and basically he was saying Orlando and Keefe D did it. And that Big Dre, he named everyone in it. They did it, and they was bragging about it. He said this, and he gave intricate details. and he sounded believable, but it's like, you still don't. It's the internet, you don't know, but he sounded believable. This individual, I believe his name was Dirt Rock. I think you could look him up. I don't know if the internet, if the video's still on the internet on YouTube, but I remember seeing it. And I was like, this guy, he gave such intricate detail. It's like he would have to really like known these people to know certain. He was saying certain things that you'd have to know someone to know these things. He wasn't just saying general statements. But I believe that was his name. And Choke No Joke, I believe he referenced this person as well. And Choke No Joke, he's another one. Choke No Joke has an 8th grade education, so he learns a new word. He think he's smart, and but whatever. But I'm up out of here, and that is it. Leave your thoughts on the stupidity of you boast about committing a crime, and then when they come lock you up, you're saying, "Why did they arrest me?" Please, people in the comments, give me your thoughts on just that stupidity. I'm up out of here, and that is it. XDN wins. It never ends.